Nomad Mega Random banned for Caleb. I know for a fact Klop was not happy about that. Veto. Kawasan for Klop, who picks Mega Random as the home map. Mountain Clearing for Caleb. He performed well in that map versus myself in the previous round, so not too bad of a pick there. Some bands, random bands here and there. Hillendale out, you know, Dry Arabia out, Highview. And lastly, we end up Hideout or the Pit. Caleb opts for Hideout. That's going to be game one of this best of 3, and the civs, again, non-exclusive, AoE 4. We just like, I just like to kind of have the form and the function of things out there for it makes me feel like an official tournament host, you know, having to pick civs. And it gives the players, like, you know, kind of an opportunity to do a little play, counterplay, like meta game, try to outgun their opponent, you know. But you know, there we go. So that's our opener. We're just gonna get straight into this game. Game one, lower bracket, losers bracket. Some would call it. We have Hideout. I forgot the name for a sec. klop1324 in teal playing as the Holy Roman Empire. And namcap up above in the north in orange playing as the English. This is going to be Klop's home, like, main civ, or namcap's main civ, apologies. Klop, he's played plenty of HRE. It's not his true love though. I would argue, but we're gonna see if he can put them to use. Namcap looking for a win here with his English play. We'll see if he's able to pull through. But for now, you know, as they say, standard opening so far. Wood, 2 on wood, building that lumber camp. We got 5 on sheep. Actually, you know, this is a little bit unusual. Maybe this villager will move over to the sheep, even things out. You know, we like even numbers. 2 on gold there. A couple of farms early for our English player. Put your phones on silent. That's your reminder. Oh, it probably filtered it out, actually. I switched back to NVIDIA broadcast voice filtering just to make it easy on myself. Should be less audio issues this way. But if you hear anything, let me know. Always appreciate. Because I can't hear myself. I could, but that would really mess me up. 3 on gold now for namcap. Why am I not looking at the villagers on resources distributions here? 7, 6, 2, 3. All right, sounds good to me. What's our scouting look like so far? A full square from our orange player. Oh, yeah, that's how we do it in this game. And we're just, you know, getting the lay of the land here for teal. Neither player really looking to locate their enemy just yet. I mean, obviously, we're on a hideout, or is it? That's what it's called. We're on a hideout. And you kind of are you're gonna know where your enemy is, but you heard the phone. Oh no. Oh, do not disturb. There we go. All right, in the game here though, namcap going for the council hall. There was a brief moment in time when you know, King's Palace, or no, when the other one for age 2 was in the running for viable. They reworked a bunch of landmarks. People were trying things out, going cav instead of archers with the English, trying to mix things up. But it seems like everybody's settled back on the council hall really being too good to pass up for feudal age these days. Klop not aging up yet. He's got the resource, or he's close at least. But he's just continuing to produce fills. deciding where to place that chapel. It's going to be in the north. Actually in a nice little safe spot. Wants to chop the wood next to it. Wants to farm around it. Not going to boost any gold mines or stone mines, but against an English player too, with the longbows, the extra range, you really want to you want to think a little more carefully about where you're putting all your high value buildings. So interested to see these two players face up against each other. Namcap probably considered the underdog in this matchup. I think again with enough practice, any player could at least get like 3rd place. The Hobbs clan is pretty formidable, but I think David or Klopp again, if they put in enough work, they've got the chops to be able to catch up. Hasn't happened this year. Spoiler. We'll see if Klopp wins this, he'll be able to move up and face Scatterbrain, and maybe he'll wake up for round 4, for round 3, round 4. But for now, this is going to be kind of interesting between these two. Neither are really getting much time in game beforehand. Both fairly good intuitive RTS players. They've put plenty of time into Age of Empires 4 in the past 3 years. At Council Hall, not producing anything yet. And actually, we also have a barracks. Expected David in the top 4. He is good. Yeah, I think he might have got a little unlucky with the seeds. Between, I mean, it was. I'm looking at the bracket right now because this is actually kind of an interesting. Yeah, we got a little time. So this is the same round as Klopp Namcap. He had to face Scatterbrained, and Klopp was in top 4 just based on like the points system, the infamous points system from the league stage. Klopp did win also. I mean, so it reflects last year where no, David was the grand champion last year. Wow. Interesting. Again, if either of those players had played more, then they could have determined their own fate pretty easily. But it's always fun to see how all these things come in to play. The back and forth. Namcap now does have some longbows coming across, and he's gonna try and full palisade that right side. Klopp with the preemptive tower on the stone, though. And the goal. Okay, he's towered both key resources on the outside here. A couple of houses coming down as well. And Klopp should be able to defend pretty well from this. Early man-at-arms, movement speed 12, 1.12. Longbow 1.12. So Namcap gonna have to be perfect with the micro if he wants to do anything with these longbows now. And they're probably just going to get cleaned up. I saw those longbows just doing 1 damage per hit to the early man-at-arms. So great response from Klopp here. Good choice. And Namcap's still moving out with the Vil to wall that whole side off, which I'm looking forward to seeing if that gets completed, but alright, just 2 longbows, no, nothing too crazy, no overcommitment or anything here from Namcap. He's still making some military units. Early man-at-arms of his own. How does that compare to the HRE? Are the stats the same? I think they are. Before upgrades, at least. Where did he go? Oh, Klopp is moving forward with these. Yeah, they are the same, okay. More longbowmen. Now with the front line, I mean, you'll be able to take a heads-up fight if you're orange, but not able to do damage. And Klopp with a 8-minute 20-second TC in the feudal age, alongside the Aachen Chapel too. He's going with a big eco play right now. Second barracks for Namcap. I mean, I guess in feudal, if you are just gonna stick around in age 2, in feudal age, that's gonna be what you gotta do. Those English man-at-arms, early man-at-arms, you know, boy-at-arms, pretty good. They're pretty good. Klop actually is kind of just positioned his units to get some vision. Come on. Oh, it's that button. There we go. So he's watching the left side. Hasn't moved out on the right at all, but he is taking the deer and the proxy corner deer. So probably is a little concerned about making sure that namcap doesn't move out that way. He is going to start moving around with those units in the back of namcap space, though. Let me see here. Alright, so mark it for Klop here in the bottom corner. Wait, so I guess he'll trade up to this one. What he doesn't see though, oh my. I think the rippling, the rumbling that you might hear is just me hitting the desk because I don't have a good mic stand. But it is what it is. We'll come back next year, and I'll have upgraded maybe. Now, Klop, for the first time, gonna find these walls, which are actually like real close to the vision here, but not close enough for him to have seen that earlier. Still doesn't know about the other side. But he tried to move in. namcap fired back with 8 longbows. Fish speakers here. Hey, even with those man-at-arms, you're not gonna want to engage 8 longbows. 1 damage per hit. What is, you got 120 health on a man-at-arm? That's 14 rounds. Still quite a lot. I don't know. Don't do math on stream. You learned it here first. Outpost for namcap. David here as well. Good to have you. And Klop actually... Okay. Gonna find one of those villas. Not the other. He hasn't moved to the right side at all. He does see that outpost now. On the right. But I'm loving this wall strategy from namcap. He's coming in as the underdog. He's got to do something different. Or at least he feels he has to. In order to get an edge in this game. Controversy, welcome in, welcome in. We're here on game 1 of this namcap Klop best of 3. And namcap throwing out some strats, some walls. Klop has woken up though. He's full queuing early man-at-arms. And he is on 2 town centers, so bill count. Oh, whoa, hey! Don't look at the top of your screen if you're a namcap believer. Oh man. David, we were just talking about you and Klop particular, your latent potential. You could be great. You could. And you are for a certain measure of great already. There's the King's Palace. I was just gonna say, I wanted to see namcap maybe press up to feudal age now that, or up to castle age now that he's walled off the opponent, but seems the opponent is broken through already, so maybe move out with these archers since you know the enemy, or you think you know the enemy is fully boxed in, you know. Press a little, get a little aggro with those military units. Oh man, love to see the positivity. Look at this. How many villagers is this Aachen Chapel boosting right now? 46. Soon to be 47. For a reminder, for those like me who may not remember what it does, inspires units in a large radius as long as the prelate is garrisoned. Inspired villagers, we click on one of these guys. Villagers gathering rate plus 40%. So I don't want to like shout into the mic, but plus 40%? Huh? That's his whole eco is getting 40% boosted? Are you kidding me? Watch almost all videos. Oh, I love it. Glad I can give you guys some entertainment. Longbows looking to protect the gate. Okay, what they're doing? What is this? 7 damage, 4. Okay, 4 pierce armor. So you know, not bad damage on those longbows now. Gate will probably go down here though. Klop can kind of just afford to throw as many units as need be at it, with the eco difference here and the 40% boost from that Aachen Chapel. Yeah, stuck in feudal, though I think it's not necessarily stuck. I think it's by choice. Klop going to add stables now. I love this from what he's seeing from the enemy. Good counter unit. And there goes not enough longbows. And just so many early man-at-arms. What are these upgrades? What did namcap get out of Castle Age? He got a second TC in the form of the King's Palace. Network of castles as well there. I mean, I guess you kind of have that anyways. You know what it. I gotta say words. I'm the one with the mic. Otherwise, we're getting some blacksmith upgrades. That's good to see. Damage on those longbows. And has he seen? Or is he just guessing? I think he's oh no, okay. He sees a horseman, so he's gonna be able to start making those spears in preparation. Spent the whole night in Pal World and died from Beastie. Is that a is that a PvP game, Pal World? I thought it was like a co-op catch all the monsters game. How did he kill you? Klop pushing out to the right side with battering rams, and he's also like full palisade wall at the left. He's going outposts, palisade walls, horsemen on the left. Okay, defensive and aggressive at the same time. Crossbowmen too. So I guess at this stage against HRE, probably you want to be making those crossbowmen out of the council hall more so than longbows. But I think what it's gonna come down to here is whether or not Klop can he can engage on both fronts at the same time. If namcap takes 2 fights here, he'll have the numbers to fight one after the other. But horsemen are coming in. Town bell ringing, not the real town bell, but you know, the network of castles bell going off. This is game 1 of the best of 3 series on Hideout here. After this, we will have either Mega Random or I don't remember. We got too much action on screen. I can't think about the future. Horsemen are out. Horsemen going down. Army in position from namcap. All of those horsemen will die. Klop just kind of engaging with his full force into the English range. That's going to hurt. Rams are on the way, but he's not going to have any army by the time they get there. Wow. Wow, Homer. That's crazy. He actually, he's going to lose this push. namcap using the villagers with their short bows. I think he was expecting that raid to do more damage. That said, you know, namcap has had a lot of idle vills. Mountain clearing, that's what the other one was. Yes, yes. He's had a lot of villagers garrisoning this TC. He's had not the eco efficiency of his enemy. Right. Aachen falling off a little bit now. Pretty much just supporting these farms. A few wood chop. Actually, most of these guys are still under the influence, aren't they? Plus 40%. I think it like wears off over time. The longer they're outside of it, they'll stop. But Ragnitz Cathedral is going to be the klop1324 Castle Age landmark. Kloppers, monastery relics plus 100% gold while garrison. He has full map control right now, so why not capitalize on that? Gather those relics. He's actually just farming randomly around the map as well. Okay, sure. I mean, you're walled, so why not, I guess. I guess it helps to have these villagers here for the future if you want to, like, build anything out here. Namcap has snuck through... How did you get here? Has this villager just been hiding out in the woods? He snuck through, or he was always here, and rebuilt the wall. On the other side, big fight. Huge fight. That's a UI disable fight if ever I saw one. And I think with the range support with the crossbows, namcap is actually doing pretty good here. The only thing that concerns me is the vil count. Klop, much greater economy and economy efficiency, but the trades and just the flow of the game have been kind of in namcap's favor so far. Welcome, by the way, Cap, to the stream. You know, there are a few little like funky gaps here in the wood line that are very conveniently placed for someone who would wish to chop through. I wonder if it'll get to that point. As we got more raids. Okay, now this is where it could start to hurt for Orange. I don't know if he's seen this. Comes with the territory of not playing for months on end. But who am I to judge? He's going to move out with the army, but outpost goes down. A couple villagers go down. And it looks like the units from Klop will get cleaned up, but he's shown it as an MO this game of just kind of throwing as much as he can at the fan into the meat grinder or whatever allegory you might want to have. And just keeping the pressure on at all costs. Another outpost getting sieged down slowly. Namcap re-walling for like the 5th time. He's gonna stop Klop from walling. We have a really look at that map if you haven't recently. Real pie chart of a map going on here. Villager goes down to the horseman, and it's 55-101 villagers. The longer this goes, the more worried I am for Namcap here. Man at arms. Upgrade check. What do we got right now? Resources per minute. Switch over to that. Acid distillation. Wheelbarrow. Extra farming upgrade for Orange. More blacksmith. No Castle Age blacksmith upgrades here for Klop. He's getting wedge rivets, though. Good choice against the English crossbowman. Epic game, but behind an eco. Yeah, I mean, Klop just, he did nothing but make a second town center in Feudal Age. He knew what he wanted, and he got it. At least so far. Is this... I mean, like, at some point, you gotta wonder, like, how intentional are you being here? He can actually see right here, too. He knows. I don't know, that lumber camp has got me a little suspicious. Cap moving forward, past his walls. These man-at-arms, they now have great axes, though. And with a lack of frontline reinforcements, the longbows are going to have to fall back. Sure, Cap looking at the economy. And full stone walls on the left from Klop. 1324. Plenty of military in defense for Namcap. I think, I don't know. I'm quick to jump to opinions and judgments, but I say move out with all of this. Maybe, you know, defensive structures at home, reinforcements at home will be enough to defend against anything there. Or scouting too. Get that damage done if you can, but the strength of the English is their strength in defense. So your units here, you're not gonna get cracked too easily. Controversy. Spencer with stonewalls. Hey, he's in Castle Age. He's allowed to stonewall. It's still frowned upon, but it's allowed. We don't have any rules in this tournament about not stonewalling or anything like that in Feudal Age. There's no rules about anything in the game, so don't worry about that. If you're wondering, you can do whatever you want as long as it's using the game systems. But this is pretty turtly, though. You can't lie. Berkshire Palace for namcap. I think I said that already. I'm not too sure. Keep, increased health, powerful incendiary arrows, 15 range. One of the most insane ranged buildings in the game. We can see that radius. It's going to be able to reach this tower at least. But we got just a ton of man-at-arms here for Klop. And I guess, what he might need... I love the continuous building of outposts for namcap. I know as English it gives you like a military buff too, but it's just super useful to get that vision in a strategy game like this. And it's going to deny the Elsbach Palace. So, you know, you never know. Might as well put some outposts out there on the map. And this, oh, you know what? This is the range. Okay, so this is the network of castles range. And like the little spiky arrows are the actual arrow range. So that's even more insane than previously thought. This wall not even safe for Klop now. Man-at-arms making another push. 3 relics in the Regnitz Cathedral. Do we have a relic count? It's 3, and he's collecting the other 2 on the map. Okay, we looked away for 1 split second, and that outpost went down. Wall's giving him vision of trade. Yeah, true. I didn't think about that. He can see it happening. 200 pop for Klop. 138 for namcap. And even if these trades are good, which they have been, like the armies, everything has been pretty solid for namcap. Klop is just going to be able to, you know, just flood over everything in the end. Was forced to move that Elsbach Palace a little bit further back, though, you know? Crossbows are like namcap is still winning this fight. Klop is like he's just sleeping on the job. No, he knows he's ahead with this trade, with this eco. He's not worried. He's just trying to buy time, get to Imperial Age, get his upgrades, and deal the finishing blow whenever he deems fit. Man-at-arms now, they got their clubs. Does it say on here? Bludgeon. 15 bludgeon damage. And that Elsbach does go up now, securing that right side. And pushing namcap's army back. 82, 137 eco. How much of that is trade? Can we see trade? Okay, you're trading with all of these markets, unfortunately. But shift control A. 9. Only 9. That's not too crazy. But it is a little something. It does help out, no matter what. Might as well trade if you can. More raids in the north. More horsemen, veteran horsemen. A couple knights in there. Killing vills. Surprised? Well, I don't know if I'm surprised to see just some towers out here defending these gold mines and whatnot. Army will once again clean up, though, for orange. Was there a KD? Where's the KD? Destroyed value, worker kills. Okay. Destroyed value for namcap has been 3 times as much as for Klop. So, he's done a lot. He's done so much. but it's about twice the eco still for Klop here. Who, I mean, I don't know, right? I guess there's some other factors at play, like whether if namcap runs out of gold, that could be a big problem. If they chop through, that could change some things, but other than like finite gold, it seems like Klop might be on a bit of a timer. Just if namcap is able to rebound or like to catch up with population, he might have a chance. Army now pushing forward for Teal. This is a big one, folks. We've got mangonels firing off. We got longbows. We got crossbows. We have frontline horsemen, spears. And Teal's army goes down again. Oh, man. Is he going to get that mangonel? No, sir. Another mangonel to defend his brethren. Sacred site captured from Teal. One outpost on the left side goes down. Other one, unbelievable. Just look at this range. Oh my gosh. No network of Citadel. I mean, I didn't see it. Yeah, no, still no. That would be researched in a castle, right? Yeah, he hasn't researched it. He's out of stone, and I think really struggling to find stone. And kind of walled out some key resources here. I think namcap could definitely re-wall this side and take some pretty important resources back, especially with this Berkshire Palace location. Okay, there's still 1100 stone. Oh, you know what it is? He kind of didn't really mine any stone yet this game. That's really what happened. Alright, so he's working on it. He's working on it. Not out of resources yet, Orange. And that bodes well for him. I think that's really the key thing to be concerned about if you're a namcap fan. Fan cap? Elsbach being trebbed. Army counts. Climbing. Klop clicking 18 different technologies at once. 1,300 stone in the bank for Klop, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. I know some people in chat were talking about that. Stable. Stable. Wait. Whoa. Full horseman? Okay. Horseman siege? Could work. It could work. Klop looking for what he can use to break this army right now. Spearmen, crossbows are so crazy. Forgot about Network of Citadel existing. Yeah, that's fair enough. Elsbach Palace researching the cannon, researching the Sprengold. namcap really doesn't want to fight underneath it, but can Klop keep all these stables producing? Yes, he can. Yes, the answer is he definitely can. And so the tide rises from the south. Trebs, they have to fall back for Teal. Oh, they're gonna fire on the enemy Trebs, I think. Maybe the mangonels. Wow, the range on these. We also have hand cannoneers for namcap. That's just that tower getting shot again. Trade. 23 trade carts now. The flood of units continues, but this orange, it's like the Plymouth Rock, will not be broken. Not yet. So many unused resources. That's true. I mean, for both. Like, look at Klop's resources right now. He has an insane eco lead. He has had for a while, for most of the game. Not using it. He's also pretty much pop capped, so that's part of it. But, you know, repairing that Elsbach Palace. Only a couple. You're gonna need a couple more trebuchets firing on that. Here they come. Okay, here they come. I like how both players, well, have kind of secured the left side, so the fight is really only on one area you gotta focus on. 10 times bigger army right now. Yeah, 50-13, and it's just this Elsbach. You gotta take it out. But getting counter-trebbed, repairs, horsemen. I don't think horsemen are gonna be enough here. I don't know. I'm trying to click a spearman. Veteran spearman. Missing one melee defense upgrade, but has full damage. Okay. Pretty solid upgrades on those spearmen. And also there are some horsemen out for namcap as well. Probably try and snipe some mangonels when the opportunity presents itself. Yeah, namcap fights are clean. I'll say it myself. He's pretty good at microing. It's very annoying. Klop finally moving those units over. At some point in the past few minutes, he knows he needs what he can get out of his population. It's their auto repair. Buildings take 33% less damage. Is one. Okay, that's showing up twice for some reason. I don't think so, because there's no town center, unless it provides it on its own, but I'm not seeing that as a thing. Or, no, it's not. It would show. It would show if it had it. Right? Yeah. No auto repair. 4 trebs now. 5 trebs now for namcap. Who is also almost pop cap. Both players using their civs now to their maximum potential. Klop with 3,600 gold per minute from the trade. namcap with a mere 700. Klop decides it's time to try and do a little flanking maneuver. Take out these trebuchets. One goes down. I think that was actually oh, we got the culverins in play. No counter siege from namcap yet this game. Oh my. Alright, so with no Springolds, no culverins of his own as the English. You can't make culverins as English, right? I don't know. These bad boys, quite the unit to break a stalemate. Overlay? What overlay? What is that? Follow animation? Oh, I didn't hear it. That's so sad. Welcome, Captain. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for alerting me, chat. I have to go back and look at that later. I'm curious which one played. It's randomized. A bunch of different AoE2 sprites, I think. Very low quality zoomed in sprites. Culverin's OP. Keeps creeping forward. He's got 955 stone left, 6,000 gold. And I think that might be might have been the trick that Klop needed to start closing the game out. namcap 112 eco, that's respectable. And this castle's already half HP. Okay. 3 trebuchets all stacked up together here. Still, I'm looking for counter siege. I'm looking for Springolds from namcap, but we're not seeing any. He's just going to try and fight with his army. But it's down to reinforcements now for orange. Reinforcements, some crossbows, some longbows. Klop is just going to stream them in. He's going to select all these stables. He's going to select all of his barracks back at home. Right click on the enemy base. This is where he wants to be. Oh man, I gotta look at. I thought I had that audio play for me, but I guess not. And we've got forward outposts now for Klop. As he pushes on the barracks of the enemy. Orange's villagers under attack. The arrows will clean those up eventually here, but villagers will go down. And I really want to look at the destroyed value for that again. I think I saw 5,000 for namcap, 3,000 for teal. Total unit count, villager count, second TC and feudal really paying off there for our I mean, we can see the age difference. He was content to ride it out for quite some time, Teal. And there's the military out. Called it in a reasonable time there. Economy versus villager count, also something that's actually it's not too different. I usually like to look for trade and fishing ships in this stat, but you don't see as much of that. Here, I guess it was only like 20 trade. Report Klop for not going age 3 faster. Yeah, that's a bannable offense. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 2 of our lower bracket round 2. Namcap in orange, playing as the Order of the Dragon. Could have played English again, but he wants to make things interesting, keep his opponent guessing. Opponent of the Dragon did well versus myself in the previous round, so Klop in the north and the northwest. I know east from west. In the teal, playing the Abbasid dynasty. Now this is kind of Klop's main civ, I guess. I don't know if he has one anymore. He's well-rounded, like I mentioned earlier in the set. Guy doesn't pick English. He's inting. This guy he's throwing a game away. Look at him go. No, we'll see this these Order of the Dragon units. I don't know how much experience Klop has with the newest expansion, but they can be very surprising with how much power they hit. It's impressive stuff. Not necessarily regarded as the strongest civ on the ladder lately. I think they were in talks of needing a buff of some kind, but you never know around here. House of Wisdom going up for Klop on that north side. Let's try and spread the influence around as much as he can towards the stone mine, towards the north there. 2 on gold, and they're engaging with their scouts already. Scouts in AoE 4 do heal. All scouts heal over time, very slowly. Right. So we'll see that tick up. 102. It's very slow. 103. Wonder if namcap will go chapel. It's actually decent on this map. Interesting, interesting. There's that lumber camp. It's actually, well, how many, what are we looking at here? 8-2, 8-3 to lumber camp. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Switch over to the villager counts on resources. Come on. Going straggler trees on the other side. 114 wood. I guess he could afford to build a lumber camp if he wanted to, right? It's 100 wood. I'm not crazy, right? So what's he doing the stragglers for? He must be saving for something. There's a minework palace. Age 2 landmark for namcap. And we are also researching the military wing for Klop, so that will give him some camel riders. Wait, 2 spearmen, 2 archers. Okay. Just a little something to keep the enemy busy, you know. I kind of like the Age 2 military wing. Not gonna lie. Lumber camp now coming up with 92 wood, so I guess he just didn't want to build it earlier. He just wanted to chop some trees up here. Minework palace. Yeah, I guess the Aachen would be like solid here. You boost the whole wood line and the... Actually, you could get some crazy value with both of these resources right here. Saving for stable. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, there's 102 now. Okay, that makes sense. But he wants the pressure. He knows the Abbasid 10 TC build is going to be coming out from Klop. So I can't blame him for the mine work here. Plenty of sheep now for namcap for both. Plenty of sheep, easy to find on this map. I kind of miss the OG mountain clearing, the old mountain clearing. You know, when it was like wood, solid wood up to like here, and then you had like no space whatsoever to play. Good times. Stable. And what are we going to do with our new ages? That's always the question. What are we going to do now that we're here? Why did we get here? It's going to be Gilded Horseman for namcap. Looks like, yeah, you don't get access to early horsemen, so feudal age is required for that. Makes sense. Scout taking a little chip damage. And namcap moving out, or klop, apologies. Klop moving out with his free army. He knows where the wood line is. It's out of range of the TC. I think. Probably. We can actually... A quick wall, quick house wall from klop, from namcap doesn't pay off. And actually that house is going to get burned down. You might have to delete that. Or he's going to lose 20 wood or whatever. Horseman now denying the berries on the other side, though. Actually got a villager kill. Klop looking back at his own raid, destroying that house. Wasn't watching. The supply block hurts too. That's true. That'll mess with your whole flow. If you get a house denied, you're like, oh no, I gotta go do a whole other one. Can't actually take any wood right now. These free units are really doing work right now for Klop. See if the Gilded Horseman has anything to say about it. No, he said, I'm half HP. I don't want to go fight that. namcap's like, yo, you gotta do it. What am I? Where the economy's crashing, Gilded Horseman. You gotta do something. Horse can't come out because housed. No wood, 7 wood. Desperately chopping away over here. Oh no. 8 villagers garrisoned in the TC. It's all coming apart for Orange. Klop has got a barracks down. On the other side, researching wheelbarrow. Just big chillin'. 2 units left here for Klop. One was able to be sniped. namcap finally able to build another house. And still 8 villages idle in the TC, but at least he can make units again. And should be able to clear up 1 measly spearman and an archer with these gilded units. So the game is back on, ladies and gentlemen. Also true, straggler trees exist. The game has resumed for namcap. Villagers moving back out to the berries. 8 vil diff, yeah. Oh my. So, that House of Wisdom feudal military wing, huh? Pretty crazy. Chat, what was that he just researched? What with the little training dummy? 2 spearmen. No flame, trying my best. Hey, no, you're doing good. Given the circumstances, you know. That kind of pressure, when you're not expecting it, will mess anybody up. Infantry HP upgrade boot camp. Ah, okay. No research is out of the Minework Palace for namcap yet. But he will just be able to tank with the gilded units. Some of these spearmen. Oh! Second TC, he at least sees that coming up. So it's good to know. And actually is going to be able to do some damage to some villagers. What's Klop looking at right now? If not that. I think he's just trying to force it down. He's confident. Spearman. That's Klop Spearman. Okay. Second Gilded Horseman, though. We'll be able to beat that one-on-one. And it's still pretty even for the military. For the KD. The idle TC time is really really causing the problems so far. Pillow fort upgrade. I'll say it again. I think I said it. I'll say it more solidly this time around. namcap, solid micro. Really good at micro. Just the positioning and everything. And namcap really wants the house to be right there too. It's a perfect spot for a house. Nice little lumber camp house. Good land value out there. So, resources per minute. Nobody's really saving for the next age. They're content to play it by ear. In feudal, once again. And Klop with the 2 TCs and no farms whatsoever. He does have a bunch of deer, but he's still got the berries as Abbasid. That's pretty solid, but not really gonna be able to afford any kind of castle age food costs. There is though, well, there's fresh foodstuffs, villager production costs reduced 33%. Raid coming in on the stone mine for Klop, but he managed to take about 1,000 off of that. And man, one of these gilded horsemen can do so much. Klop actually going to wall, and he's checked the back as well. Okay, I think he's scouted around there before, so he's gonna be fully walled on the left or on the right side. If I'm looking from his perspective, you know, they think that's the left side. His civilization thinks that's the left side of the map, as opposed to the enemy. Don't listen to me. Horseman goes down on the wood. Plenty of hardened spearmen out for Klop. Namcap, though, switching it up, adding some gilded archers. Taking the hunt, taking the berries on the front of the base. What's the scouting look like for Namcap? Alright, not bad. Sees what he needs to see. Klop actually is going to be full walled 3 TC here in a minute. Or at least like walled to the front 3 TC. Impressive stuff. With fresh foodstuffs. That'll help him actually be able to afford making stuff other than villagers. At least 33% of the time. With the scout down here, actually doesn't see anything. And Namcap, he sees the walls, he says, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I'll take the other 2/3 of the map. Klop is really boxing himself up into a corner here, but what else does he need? We got 2 large golds, we got stone here, we got, okay, that stone's gone. 500 stone in the bank. What else does he really need? Let's look at the armies for these guys so far. Hardened spearmen, 1 archer. 8 spearmen are out. 4 teal. That's all gonna instantly die to this gilded army, though. I'm a little worried for teal right now. Namcap knows about that TC. He's gonna start picking off those spearmen, and Klop is gonna have to just hide behind his buildings and his defenses for now. Great opportunity for some siege if you're Namcap, I think. I don't think you can kill a town center with 3 gilded horsemen. Mill on that proxy food resources there for Orange. Love to see it. He's trying to pull the boar in to get in on the action, I think. Wait a minute. Is that how does that work? This is really interesting to me. I'm not sure what's going on with this army. He's getting a lot of villager kills, though. They are... Wait a minute. I know it. These guys are taking 1 damage. Even the archers are taking no damage. What the... What is going on around here? They're not dying. Okay, finally all the horsemen die. Archers are getting picked off. But they got more than their worth, I think, in value in that engagement. Dragon plate upgrade. Or whatever it might be called. Plus, wait. It says 0 pierce armor for all of these guys. 125 HP. 16 damage. Okay, he doesn't have it. Well, that means we can look at it and see what it's called. Golden Curious. Gilded Man-at-Arms. No, fall below 30. No, that's not it. Blacksmith? Blacksmith? He doesn't actually have a blacksmith. Okay. Well, those units are just insane then. And he's actually, either Namcap just was like not taking a good fight there, or he knows something about how good the Civ is, and he's played it enough times to know, okay, I can just walk under the TC. Minework is blacksmith? Oh, yeah, well, now you know how much I know about this Civ. Golden Curious, though? Dragon upgrade? I don't know. Maybe it's not available yet. Dragon scale leather. Oh, archery range. Archery range. Increase the range damage, range armor of guild archers by +3. Oh. There it is. Outpost for namcap. Love to see that. And he's going to clear up the teal army once again. I don't know. Love to see Siege Workshop. Well, Feudal Age. Feudal Age, caster. Feudal Age. You can't build a Siege Workshop. Would love to see this. Eco difference. It's looking like a bit of a repeat from last game. Maybe more extreme even. 68-36. Seems like Klop is kind of treating his army more as like a national guard. They're not really there to win fights. They're there to protect the homeland. Not there to make conquests. And let the home economy flourish in the meantime. Playing Or the Dragon like English with a 1k wood. Let's take a look at the orange eco right now. We got a scout overseeing the wood choppers. That's probably why they gathered so much. This guy's over here. He's like, you better be gathering as much wood as you can. No lollygagging on my watch. 2 gold miners, and he's able to afford this army on 2 gold miners. Okay, Klop now is starting to make a lot of units. I think 13 archers might be able to beat 6 Order of the Dragon archers. Just being unsure about that alone, it just is amazing to me. The Order of the Dragon, what a concept. I guess you need fewer vills too on this Civ because they are just built different, right? Extra carry capacity. Villagers carry 40% more resources. 60 food versus 32. 30. It's like twice as expensive to make villagers though. So that's the cost, the price you pay. But that said, that means that the economy difference isn't as bad as you think, right? Because they're like probably, I don't know, around 30%, 25% more efficient. I feel like every Civ in the game must either fast castle TTC or feudal all in. I'm a bit scared namcap hasn't picked any of those. He's picked be better strategy. Look at these guys. You can't lose with these guys. And Klop is just making rams at home, so they're both kind of just chilling for the time being. But I think Klop might have, you know, kind of a bit more of a thought out strategy going on with the whole 3TC boom thing. namcap kind of trying to play you know, it's like the like wheel, right? Aggro versus turtle versus boom, and then like one beats the other beats the other. Klop's kind of turtling, mostly just booming. He did build a bunch of walls, and namcap is trying to go aggro, but it's not really working. But again, the game's still going, so something's working. Klop is in Castle Age with the Abbasid. It's always so hard to see what they actually researched. That would be the culture wing. Unless it's Zuji, then you always win. Oh, Klop doesn't actually know about these walls. That's funny. Wait. Yeah, so he tried to place some buildings there. He just shift-clicked a ton of barracks. And he's gonna go Abbasid unique man-at-arms, I think, in Castle Age. With the age difference and the man-at-arms just like generic power spike that they get, in castle versus lower tech level units. That could be really strong. Golem. Tough infantry unit deals 2 attacks in rapid succession. High armor, higher attack damage on charge. Oh, they get a charge attack. What the? Lower base damage than man-at-arms. Okay, okay. Namcap actually taking advantage of this boar carcass, and he built a mill by the boar, too. That's something you don't see every player do. Anyways, back to, let's see, Klop's economy over here. How much gold is left? 2,000 left in that. He's gonna have to start taking the front gold after that. He's doing like he's running out of lumber camp areas, and also Golden Age Tier 2 activated with all these buildings going up. Ran out of space for these houses. He's kind of out of space in general. Oh wait, would it just double activate? Did he delete something and then replace it? Well, either way, Abbasid unique ability, Golden Age. Influence, right? Research speed improved by 15%. Army count now, 46 to 59. Namcap again with high army count, low villager count. Order of the Dragon, it feels like better than English. You can survive on a low villager count. Somewhat. Probably need to see another lumber camp out here for these guys, but they may be intended to be on stone or gold, actually. What's Namcap looking at? What are these players looking at on their screens? Left side, he's building these farms. Deleting. Wait, Klop just deleted something. What did this man delete? Villagers? Surely. Oh no, lumber camps. He's clearing up space. Okay. He's trying to make farms on this new fertile forest land. And we're doing the Ram Ranch, not to be outdone by I think David did outdo this. Gonna need to see a few more Rams to beat that spectacular showing in that David versus Squeaky G match. But 8 Rams are on the field. Up in military units as Order of the Dragon is insane. I want to see them fight. Attack, attack, kill, destroy. 28, 8, 8, 77? That doesn't add up to 77. Where is it counting them double or something? Wait a minute. Wait, just 100 and wait a minute. The fight is underway. We're looking at Namcap's eco. 40 villagers. Yeah, that makes sense. This is his full population. It's counting the military units twice, I think. Okay. Thanks, not capture. Thanks, spectator mode. Also, a real pity they're in feudal. The upgrades and the castle age. Golem, gonna be a real problem even for gilded archers. Siege also is out. None of these rams has taken any damage, and they're just gonna start plowing through. Oh my. Burgrave Palace, place down. 8 rams rolling through, destroying all these military buildings. The unit costs... Oh! It costs 2 population. Oh, okay. Well, what do you know? You know what they say? Say something factually wrong on the internet, and that's the easiest way to get the right answer. GG to Namcap. GG to Klop. Well played. Klop just with kind of a classic boom. Minimal military investment into that push. And Namcap getting some interesting things done with the Order of the Dragon there, but not quite enough to overcome the 3 TC play by his opponent. Stats wise, unit count. Here's the villager count. Really taking off there. That's the mega random FFA showing through. I think he's all about that full 200 eco game into just rally point spam. Oh man. Well played. And honestly, pretty close from namcap. That was good. Especially that first game with the English. Solid stuff.